Okay, first things first. It is going to be very, very hot in Adelaide. It's not Indian hot. This heat is very different. I'm getting burnt as I do this little preview, and match day is going to be 2 or 3 degrees hotter than this. That's going to have a big impact in this game. So the team that wins will also have to combat not just the opposition, but the heat. It's extreme heat. It's forecast a high of 41 degrees. That's equivalent to about 43, 44 in India because of the ozone layer here. So let's put that in perspective first. Second big fact. Sydney, last 5 games, averaged 327 score. Here, last 10 games, 249. Australia won the last 2 one-days here. They won against South Africa, and England were 8 for 5 before they got to 190, and Australia lost 7 wickets in getting there. At one point, they might have lost the game. It's peculiar because you think Adelaide Oval, you think, wow, you come out and bat, but the numbers are telling a different story. There's only one 300-plus game when Australia made about 350, 360 against Pakistan. That was 2 or 3 years ago. So that's something to keep in mind, and the teams will have prepared that before they come out here. Chance for Australia to win a one-day series. They haven't won one for 2 years. It just tells you how dire it is. But after the win in Sydney, maybe they'll come here full of confidence. India have a couple of issues to sort. A couple of batsmen who were very rusty. Ambati Rayudu and Shikhar Dhawan hadn't played a lot of high-level cricket for over a month. Between them lasted 3 balls. And even Dhoni, I know the situation warranted that, but was a little sluggish, you have to admit, through the innings as well. So now they've got a game behind them, but these are regulars in the Indian side, and India will be looking to give them as much game time as possible. So that's one objective India will have, quite apart from winning. Hope that these players get a long time in the middle. Also Khalil Ahmed, because he was a little unimpressive in that game. I thought Shami was the big plus. Khalil was maybe a bit negative, but India like Khalil. India like his left-handedness. He's had a couple of good games, a couple of indifferent games, but he's so young and so inexperienced and starting out. So keep an eye out on how Khalil Ahmed performs as well. So these are the few things to worry about. It's a beautiful ground. Last time I came here, I was standing right down there. India were playing against Pakistan, and it was a game to remember. That day in Adelaide, you could not walk the streets of Adelaide and there were no Aussies in sight. Very different atmosphere here. Hopefully it'll be a sellout. India won that with 300 and had Pakistan down to 224. So just to reiterate, as I said at the start, this is not a heavy scoring ground, but it's a ground on which India need to win to keep this series alive and to get the confidence back amongst a lot of their players.